Hello, everyone. I am Sefako Akovida, an early childhood educator, and I'm pleased to be part of this year's World Speech Day. The theme for this year is Ideas for a Better Human Resource, the Workforce We Need. A human resource is a set of people that make up the workforce of an organization. Now, in our quest for a better workforce, let's shine a spotlight on something simple but powerful: early childhood education and the partnership between teachers and parents. Now, the workforce here is teachers and parents. The organization is our school, is academics, is the life of our children. As teachers, as parents, how do we make up a better human resource to be able to bring up the workforce that we need? Let's just dive into two simple things. First, let's talk about discipline, most especially punctuality. As parents and teachers, we need to collaborate. We need to come together to imbibe in these learners the skill and the attitude of punctuality. They need it as a workforce in the future. We all know that children are the future leaders. And if they are going to be the workforce in organizations, in our communities, they are going to be the change that we need. And we, as parents and teachers, who are the collaborators in the life of these children, need to train them out. What do we do? As teachers, you need to come to school early. You need to report to work early so that your learners meet you at work. They meet you ready for them. As parents, we need to bring these children to school early. Let us try to imbibe in these learners this attitude and the skill of punctuality. Even when you are going to church, you need to go early. Consciously or unconsciously, we are the role models of our children and they learn from us. So we need to set up good examples. And so when we do all these things, we are going to imbibe in the learners the spirit, the skill, the attitude of punctuality. And you will agree with me that punctuality is very key in a workforce of any organization. Again, let's talk about research. Of late, we hear most people complaining that teachers are giving parents homework. No, we are not giving you parents homework. But what if we are? Maybe we want to collaborate with you. We want to partner with you to enable us imbibe in these little children, imbibe in the workforce that we need in future, the attitude of research. We know that research is very important. We don't research only when we are writing theses or things. In every aspect of life, we need to research. To overcome certain challenges, we need to research. Research is not only about the internet, asking questions from our older people, from big aunties, uncles, from the newspapers, reading the newspapers, listening to the television news. We are researching. And so some of these homeworks, we want you, the parents, to help us, collaborate with us, imbibe in these children the spirit, the attitude, the skill of researching. And we know that one day, when they are the workforce of a community, when they are the workforce of an organization, they will be able to research to bring solutions to challenges or problems they find around them. As teachers, we are guides. As parents, we are guides. We are mentors. Let us also communicate very well. Communication is key. In every human relationship, we communicate. And so let us speak with our learners. Let us speak with our children so that they understand what we are saying. When there's an issue, before you even discipline a child, communicate with the child so that the child knows what he or she has done. In this we are teaching the children that one day when they are in the workforce of an organization, they can communicate their grievances. They can communicate whatever is happening to them. So, by investing in early childhood education and fostering a strong partnership between teachers and parents, we lay the groundwork for a workforce that is not only skilled, but also compassionate, creative, and ready to face the challenges of the future. It's a collective effort that begins with the simplest actions. I hope you enjoyed this session. Let's practice these two and we'll bring a better workforce in our organizations.
Hello, my name is Senam Akubida. I am a protest writer who writes under the name Akuvi Agweje, and I also work as a digital marketer. Today is World Speech Day, and I'm going to share my ideas and opinions on the theme Ideas for a Better Human Resource, specifically on the International Women's Day theme, which is to inspire inclusion. I'll begin with a story. A couple of weeks ago, I was going to buy something when I saw a group of children playing. Right beside them was a child who was playing alone. So I asked her, "Why are you playing alone?" And she said they didn't think she could play the game with them. So I went to the other group and told them that this child is playing alone. Don't you think that it would be best if she joined their group? And they said, well, they would try. And so I left them and I went to buy what I was going to buy. By the time I was coming back, there was excitement, there was joy. They were jumping and cheering. And so I asked them what happened. And I realized that it was a game of two teams. However, one team was short of one person. And when she joined, she was able to play the game with them and her team won. This is a story that made me think a lot about the fact that inclusion is a very significant thing in every aspect of our lives. I'll share a second story. The second story I'll share is something that happened when I went for a gender workshop organized by the Center for Social Justice. It was a story that one of the union leaders shared during our workshop, and it was a story of the grievances of women who were being denied promotions and leadership appointments in their workplaces. And you would ask yourself why. The main reason was because of something they have no control over, which is purely biological. Women, by their biology, are expected to be the ones who care and rear children. It is normal, it's their biology. They are the primary caregivers. They carry the pregnancy to full term and go through childbirth and have to breastfeed for 6 months. Unfortunately, when it comes to maternity leave in this country or most places in the world, it's only 3 months or 12 weeks. However, doctors are advising that mothers have to breastfeed for 6 months. And when they do, these things are used against them when they have to be given equal opportunities at the workplace. It's unfortunate. So the main question I have is to ask, what are we doing to our women? What are we doing with our women force?
It is an amazing and exciting 2024, and World Speech Day is here with us. Hooray! This year World Speech Day, the Ghana edition, we are looking at the theme, Ideas for a Better Human Resource, the labor force we need. Just take a close look around you, wherever you find yourself. Name it. At the shop, on the farm, in that company, at the church. Have you ever imagined how life would have been without those commodities around you? I mean, the phones, the laptops, the machines in that industry. It is we, the logisticians, that is behind all these commodities. We ensure that products move from wherever they are manufactured to you and I speak on the topic, logistics, the driving force behind every growing economy. I am Miss Vivian Maleki Adizina Akpoli. Let's first take what logistics means. Logistics is the overall process by which resources are acquired, stored, and distributed to their final destination. Logistics being a broader scope, I will narrow my speech down to the labor aspect of the logistics. In this speech, there is going to be two aspects or two areas I will be throwing light on in regards to the labor force or in regards to the labor aspect in the logistics operations. One, the current state of the logistics industry. Two, we will look at the future expectations of the logistics industry. Another first one, the current state of the logistics industry. Currently, the logistics industry is faced with a challenge of labor shortage. Globally, yes, I mean globally. This is because personnel, the human resource that are supposed to help facilitate the operations in the logistics industry do not have the necessary skills required. Two, the future expectation of the logistics industry. The logistics industry looks forward for a well-skilled personnel. People that are trained with the necessary skills needed in order to operate in this industry. This is because there are a lot of new technologies that are emerging in this industry, thereby calling on all educational sectors to train their students outside the lecture halls, giving them the needed skills they need, collaborating with advanced logistics companies where students will go and have a handful of what is expected of them in order to work in the logistics industry. Governments, institutions, and stakeholders are also required to put in structures that will help people that desire to be in the logistics labor force to be trained academically or with technical know-how skills. The logistics industry is also looking for innovative minds that will come on board with new ideas of how things ought to be done, new ideas to help facilitate the operations in the logistics industry. China, for one, is one of the countries that is seeing a vast development in their logistics industries. This is because the China state have made their systems available to train their human resource with capabilities, allowing them to come out with ideas, new inventions that help them produce to satisfy the human desire. According to 2023 Logistics Performance Index, Singapore and Finland happens to be the top two countries that are doing well in terms of their logistics performances. This can't happen without their human personnel being trained well. CEO of Zipline, Helen Clifton, is one of the people we are talking about that have innovative mind. He came about with a technology that operates in the form of a drone that helps in the distribution of commodities like blood, like vaccines, like PPEs. Come to talk of COVID-19 era in USA, California, these same drones help transported PPEs, vaccines to the frontliners. These are the innovative minds the logistics industry seek forward for in the future and in the current days ahead. Due to the intricate nature of the supply chain, there are a lot of technologies that have come to help facilitate its operations. Technologies like AI, technologies like blockchain technology, technologies like smart road development. We are also entreating the personnel or students who desire to work in the logistics industry to train themselves, even outside academic activities. They should be well vested in blockchain, in AI, in Power BI, and also be well trained in Excel. By doing that, the labor force in the logistics industry will see a mighty change. I, Vivian Maleki, thereby call on every individual to join we, the logisticians, people that make sure that desires, wants are satisfied. We ensure that products that are not even manufactured around you or in your country are brought to your doorsteps. We make things happen, and that is we for you.